What's up, wrestling fans? The ratings are finally in for CM Punk. I'm going to try to make this video as short and sweet as possible. But the fact of the matter is, we're going to try to figure out how much of a draw CM Punk really was, project the numbers on Wednesday for Dynamite, and figure this out. Now, the first ever episode of Rampage was 740,000 viewers, which is a Friday night. So we know that the demo, it's going to be a bad night for ratings because it's the Friday night death slot, at 10 p.m. So we know it's going to be a tough one. So we know that Friday Night Rampage without CM Punk, the debut episode, did 740,000 people. We now know the rating of CM Punk's debut in AEW on Rampage, and we know that is 1.13 million. So like 1.1 million, really. 1.1. So 1,130,000 people tuned in to see Punk. So with that being said, that is, I would say, the most amount of people you could think would be tuning in for the first Rampage, which was 740,000. So that's not a bad number. That means 840, 940, and 1,040. That's about 300,000 people. So in my opinion, on Friday night, no doubt about it, CM Punk drew about 300,000 people. So 300,000 people were like, I got to see that. Because you have all of 840, 940, and 140. So not even 300,000 people really tuned in to see it. But, so that being said, AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite usually does better than Rampage, right? It's going to do better than Rampage. Rampage was started with a 700,000. AEW Dynamite has been around 1,900,000 to 1 million. So you could bet that Dynamite is going to have 200,000 more viewers. So if you project it, you're really looking at probably a 1.3. So CM Punk this week on Dynamite Wednesday, you can probably expect a rating of probably 1,300,000, something like that. 1,300,000, 400, or 1,200,000, something like that. And in the top AEW ratings, if we look at those, we pop those up on the screen. The biggest draw ever, for the most part, 1,148,000. And on Sci-Fi, that was back when they combined the numbers, so that was weird. But the biggest number basically is 1,148,000, according to this. Oh, no, here we go. I knew there was a higher number. Here we go. 1,219,000. So that's the number I'd really look at, because that would get the whole wrestling world pretty much watching. So they're factoring in a whole bunch of different key stuff here. Oh, here it is. There's the 1.4 for 2019. That's the debut of the show, I think, right? So that's probably like the first episode or the debut when you combine the numbers. But I think we can project that CM Punk is probably going to draw about a 1.4 or so. I mean, I don't think, and so basically what I'm saying is, at that point, it looks like CM Punk is going to be a draw of somewhere between, depending on Rampage and depending on Dynamite, it's going to be a draw of somewhere between 250,000 and 500,000 people. And if that was the goal of AEW, then bang, they nailed it. But we're going to find out if that's the case. So what do you guys think about this idea, this projection? Again, like I said, I think we're in for about a 1.3 or 1.4 rating, as in 1,300,000, 1,400,000 this coming Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. That seems to be what we're on pace for. Will that happen? I don't know. What do you think? Give me your projections for Dynamite. Jake was pretty much right on about this rating for Rampage. And the answer is really that, basically CM Punk didn't seemingly draw any higher numbers, record numbers for Dynamite, but this was Rampage, so he did draw 300,000 more than the previous week. So therefore, I'm kind of, obviously saying that CM Punk drew 300,000 people. CM Punk drew 300,000 people. What will he draw to Dynamite this Wednesday? And now that everybody knows he's back and the rumors start to fly and all the wrestling fans are forced to come to the reality that, oh my God, this guy debuted in AEW. I think I'm going to have to watch AEW now. All the people that didn't watch the debut, so we're going to have to figure that. Man, my phone is blowing up. But, and they have like about 5 million or 4 million views of CM Punk's debut on YouTube. But those are a lot of people re-clicked on the video and things like that. But, we're going to find out, man. Dynamite, there's a definite likelihood that this Wednesday night's Dynamite will set the record of all time for Dynamite. What that is, I don't know. The projection seems to be low at 1,300,000, 1,400,000. But will this mass amount of people from the wrestling community be like, I'm watching that live for the first time now that all this hype has happened? You got the guy crying, everything going on. And, will they pop some kind of crazy number? This is the last piece to the puzzle, guys, of what CM Punk draws and what he's going to draw. This is the last missing piece to the puzzle. What if it's 2 million? What if it's 1.8 million? What if it's something like that? I don't know. We really don't know yet. This is a big number, a big thing that's going to happen Wednesday on Dynamite, I believe. And I think anything below a 1.3 is really, I think, is sad. I think that's not expected. I would hope that this would circulate the rumor trees everywhere and get in everybody's inboxes and get everybody hyped to where they've got to tune in Wednesday night. Even if they're not a fan of AEW yet or haven't been or still might not be, but they've got to see this. So I would think that this would be an overshot. You would expect it to be, 1,800,000 people see it. But then the next week's, the numbers go down to 1.6, 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, and they stick around 1.3 somewhere. That's what you would expect, which would still be a boost. But so what will happen? Leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say about it. And I'll see you guys tonight live right here on the Joe Cronin Show for the Monday Night Raw review. We'll see you then. Here's some other videos, by the way, popping up that you might have missed, and including my wife beating the crap out of me.